This is tonight's version of a Japanese meal. Grilled mackerel right up front here. Some sashimi, tuna sashimi. Some Tamagoyaki, which you can laugh at me when you watch the video, but actually it tastes wonderful. Got some pickled ginger, wasabi, pickled daikon, and in the back there, some seaweed salad, some seasoned perilla leaves and Chinese tea eggs, which I love, and some sweet and sour daikon and carrot, with, of course, rice. And my favorite, clear onion soup. Most people, when they think of a Japanese soup, will immediately think of miso soup. Well, this is a different one. It's one of my favorites. It's clear onion soup. Don't get me wrong, you do have onions, but they're not in the soup when you're done. So, to get started, we're going to caramelize our onions. The rest of our vegetables will be going in later. So once we get our onions caramelized, we will add the celery and carrots and cook that for a little bit. And then pour in the chicken stock. And when we're ready to serve, we bring everything up to a good boil and throw in sliced mushroom and sliced scallion. It is going to be delicious. Now that we have our onions slightly caramelized, we don't need to get them a dark color at all. We are going to add in our diced celery and carrots, and a couple, I actually have 3 rounds of ginger, and 1 clove of garlic sliced. And we are going to add about 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon of toasted sesame oil. And we'll give that a few minutes to get the flavor of the ginger and the garlic to come out. Okay. Now that we have the garlic making its presence known, we are going to pour in 2 cups of chicken stock. Now if you want to make more soup, you can add more chicken stock or dilute it with water. And we're going to bring this to a simmer and let it simmer for 30 minutes. Our soup stock has been simmering for half an hour. Now since I don't intend to serve this right away, I am going to strain it into a bowl because I don't want the vegetables to keep cooking and turn into sludge in the bottom. So let's get this strained. Now the vegetables you can save and put them in a soup or stew or spaghetti sauce or whatever. Seems like such a waste to throw them out since they're still perfectly good. Now the one thing I'm not 100% pleased about is there looks like there were some herbs in that chicken stock. So it won't be super clear unless we strain it through a cheesecloth, which I may decide to do. For my next trick, I am going to attempt to make Tamagoyaki. Now this is my first try. I did just buy the square pan the other day. So we have 2 eggs. I'm going to scramble them up. Then we're going to add the seasoning, which is 1/4 cup of water with 1/8 teaspoon of dashi powder, 1/8 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 tablespoon of sugar, 1/4 teaspoon of soy sauce, and 1/4 cup of water. in well. Make sure your egg is well scrambled. Okay, and then we're going to heat our pan to medium heat. All the things I've read say to heat your pan to medium. My stove's really hot, and I don't want my eggs brown. I love the nice yellow look. So I'm just going to turn it down, and we're just going to brush the pan with just a little bit of oil. I'm going to pour in about 1/3 of the mixture, and I'm not going to try to do this with chopsticks. I'm going to use a spatula. And we could be done with less, yes. This is my first time, so don't laugh at me. Okay, and we're going to try to roll our lovely egg. I think I've maybe added a little too much egg. We're getting there. Okay. And I say to push it back to the end of the pan again. Or maybe I rolled it the wrong way. Yeah, I think it's supposed to be at that end. Told you, don't laugh at me, I'm trying. Here we go. So, brush it with a little more oil. I'm going to pour in a little less egg this time, and you want to lift so it goes under. Let's give it some time to cook. Okay, I'm going to try to flip it back this way. It seems I do better going the other way, so. Yeah, see, turned that into a total mess, but we'll just leave it there and we'll go the other way this time. You're supposed to lift it to get it under. Okay, so maybe I shouldn't have turned that down. We'll turn that back up. Waiting for it to cook. Okay, I might need the assistance of the chopsticks for this, because we want to flip it and roll it. See, it's not rolling. And I can't flip it. There we go. Well, that's a mess, but it may not be pretty, but it's going to be tasty. Okay. Some more oil. The rest of the egg. Well, there isn't much egg there, so probably shouldn't have bothered with that bit. Just push it down there. Yeah, I think mine wasn't solid enough. I was trying to do it too soon. Because basically it should flip all as one piece. And I can't do that. But it may not be pretty, but it's going to be tasty. So tonight we're doing a Japanese dinner. I'm going to do a grilled mackerel. Grilled mackerel fillets. Not so much grilled as pan fried. That always looks so yummy. So first off, I have these lovely mackerel fillets. They are deboned and slightly salted. And I am soaking them in a little bit of sake, which we are going to dry off before we put them in the pan. And we're going to fry them in a hot pan until the skin is crispy and golden. And we're going to serve it with some clear onion soup, which, believe it or not, the only onions in it were to make the broth. Sushi rice, some sashimi, and some Tamagoyaki, which my first try at making it, so please don't laugh at it. And a bunch of other like pickles, and I made some tea eggs. And one of the things I really want to try is some seasoned perilla leaves. My favorite YouTube food guys is always on about perilla leaves and how good they are. And I discovered that the store I work in actually sells seasoned perilla leaves. So I thought I'd try them. You want to make sure that your pan is really hot for this. And you want just a little bit of oil. About a teaspoon, not too much more. Dry your mackerel off, and then we're going to put it flesh side down first. And we'll give it about 3 minutes flesh side down, then we'll turn it. Alright, 3 minutes later, we are going to give our mackerel a flip. Ooh, that looks wonderful. There we go. And you don't want to do this at too low of a heat, or things aren't going to crisp up as nicely. So make sure your pan has a good temperature to it. Well, it is time for dinner. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please give it a like. I appreciate everyone that watches my videos. If you like the videos, that's wonderful. If you want to see more, subscribe and hit the bell icon, and you'll get notified when I do put up a new video. I also have an Instagram page that I post what's coming up next. I'll see you again soon. Thank you so much for watching.